Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Praveen Kumar Buniswati. In this video, we'll see Apache Airflow installation. Okay, in the Ubuntu machine, so we'll see step-by-step installation of Apache Airflow. Generally, what is Apache Airflow? It is an orchestration tool. So, what's the purpose of it? It is just to create, schedule, and monitor your data workflow. So, generally, if I want to orchestrate, we can go for Apache Airflow. We'll see the step-by-step installation in the Ubuntu machine. So click on Windows machine, search for PowerShell. See, this is the window PowerShell. One more time. So click Windows. So search for PowerShell. So this is the PowerShell. Okay. So first to search whether Ubuntu is available or not. So let me search here. Okay, so list. Workers. So Windows subsystem for Linux has not installed. Okay, see WSL is nothing but Windows subsystem for Linux. As of now, WSL is not installed. So first step is that what we need to install WSL. For this, what we should do, the command is that what WSL hyphen install. Okay, so first we are trying to install the WSL. Nothing but what Windows system for Linux environment. Okay. It will take some time. See, as of now, when I click this one, I can't able to see the Ubuntu thing. So once we install, we'll get the Ubuntu machine we can able to. So see, as of now, when I try to click down one, see, I can't able to see the Ubuntu. So once it is successfully installed, we can able to see this Ubuntu. So what I'm saying, try to follow as is, you can able to install Airflow. Okay, properly. It will take a little bit time. Okay. See, this is the username. So you should remember this thing. So Praveen Kumar is my username. I will ask for the password. Okay. So you should create a password. Okay. So password is next. Okay. See. Okay, see the passwords you should remember. It's like okay, we can't able to, but should be remember. Okay, see when I click here, see, let me open one more session. Okay, see one more thing. No, just okay. This right now Ubuntu has been successfully installed. Then what you should do? You need to restart the system one more time. So as of now, what happened? Let me see one more time. Open new session and confirm that successfully installed. See WSL list verbose. See, I can able to see Ubuntu running successfully. Okay, so as of now, what happened? We have installed Ubuntu successfully. So then second step is that what we need to restart the system to have, okay, to avoid any issues, no connection issues, try to restart the system. So say what exactly we discussed? So click on the Windows and search for PowerShell. Okay, Windows PowerShell. Okay. Then type WSL. See, we should type what? WSL hyphen install. That's it. When I try to install, it is taking some time to download and install. So once it's done, we need to use this one. So it is Ubuntu is successfully run. So then what I'm trying to say? So after installing successfully, try to restart the system. It's mandatory. Okay. So to avoid connection issues, try to restart. Let me hold for some time and I'll try to restart and come back. Now I have restarted the system. Now click on Windows. Search for PowerShell, Windows PowerShell. So see, if I try to click on this one, see, I can able to see Ubuntu. Previously, it is not available. Got the pointer. So this is the way you can able to click here. So this is the Ubuntu. We can able to get it done. Okay, expand it. So previously it is not available. Now we can able to see this one clearly. 1 second. Okay, see, this is step one, install Ubuntu. Okay, we have installed it and we have checked the it is up and run. So restart the system. This is completed. Okay, see, so the installation is not straightforward. We should follow some steps. Okay, see, I'll try to give all the steps in the comment section. So this is the thing. Okay, so we are already in the Ubuntu machine. Okay. Now try to update Ubuntu. Copy the same thing. So try to execute. So you should give the password. At the time of creation, you have given that password you should give. So follow steps as this. Okay, a little bit complex it. Okay, so I'll try to make it easier. So we need to update it and we want to install Python. One more thing here is so you should go with 3.10 or 3.11 Python for a better thing. Okay. Then copy the same thing. It will take some time, so be patient and follow step as is. Don't miss any step. That was the main thing, I think. We need to follow each and every step clearly. Okay, this is done. So control V. Okay, so control V. Then copy the same thing. Put it here. Okay, so this is also done. Then we need to update it again. So press enter. So control V. So update. Then we should install which one? So Python 3.11. Okay, first we'll see whether it's there or not. See, this is not there. Now try to copy the same thing. So try to put here. For Airflow, we require Python. Okay, because so why we require Python? Because we should write our DAX in Python. One more time, .py. So why Python required? Because we are writing our Airflow DAX in .py. Okay. Now copy the same thing. Check the version. So see, so Python 3.11.15. So see, this is the thing. So see, as of now, so first one is completed. That is, we have installed the Python. Next one, we need to install required packages. Copy and paste here. Then we need to create the Airflow folder. Okay, see, mkdir, make directory, change directory. Normal Linux commands. So make directory and change directory. Okay, see, previously it is same. Now it's a directory has been changed. Now what happened? We need to create virtual environment and we need to activate it. So one more time. So see, now we need to get a virtual environment. See, copy the same thing. Control V. See, and we need to activate it. See, so this is important. So created and we need to activate. See, so previously, when we try to activate, we are in a virtual environment. It's a virtual environment. So we have created, we have activated, and I can able to see the virtual environment. See, check, it is created successfully. Next one, what we need to upgrade, copy the same thing, control. These are dependencies package, that's it. Okay. Next to copy the same thing. So copy. So copy the version. So 2.11 and 3.11 we are trying to do. Okay. Then copy everything. Control C, Control V. Then we need to install. Let me copy it. So we are trying to install Apache Airflow. So prior we required Python 3.11 or 3.10 version, and we have created virtual environment. We are trying to activate it. That's it. Okay. Because this is like hacking kind of thing. So see now it is success. Now try to see Airflow version. Okay. See 2.11. So 3.11 Python 2.11. Okay. Airflow version is there. Next what we should set the Airflow home. Okay. So copy the control thing we have set, and we need to create a my database. See, database migration done. Okay, so we need to get it done. Everything is done. Then what happens? So we need to create user. So if I want to create any day, we require user. See, we are trying to create one Airflow admin user. So see, username. I'm putting admin11. So this name should be remember. Okay, password. So room is setting. So plugin @gmail.com. Okay, so username is what? Admin11. So copy and paste. So it will ask for password. So we should give the password. Okay. So which password? We should give a new password. Okay. So this see what happened. We should get a message user admin11. This is my username with the role admin. So I have admin role privileges. Okay, got the point as of now. Simple thing one more time. So see, I will explain one more time. High level. So first we have install Ubuntu machine, then Python. Okay, so 3.11, then virtual environment activated. Then one more thing is that what? So Airflow 2.11 and the created user. Okay, so far good. Okay. Next one, what happens? See, let me in the same terminal try to copy the same thing. So let me copy or put any port. Suppose like I'll put 9000 port. So copy and paste here. So this is fine. It is running. Okay, 9000. Now try to open one more Ubuntu machine. Okay, instance, you can see. Now this is the terminal. In the first terminal, we are trying to do that. So this is the, so see what exactly web server we have activated. So let me go to the second terminal. So change the directory. Okay, so next to activate it. Okay, so then try to run the scheduler. Okay. So see, this is fine. So now this is up and running. Now what happened? Now in the any browser. So what's the thing we define? Port. What's the port? 9000 is the port. So HTTP, not HTTP, it's a local machine. HTTP localhost 9000. If I copy, so Control C. Now if I go here, try to open anything. So see now if I try to search, now I should get Airflow should be up and running. Now what's the username we have given? Admin11 and the password. It should be opening. So got the pointer. So this is the way we can, this is the Airflow UI. So we can able to see your DAX. Okay, this is the example DAX. So once we create anything, now our DAX will be available here. One more time. So see what exactly we have created. Okay, Ubuntu install, Python 3.11, virtual environment created, Airflow 2.11, and we created user and we have run the scheduler. Okay, web server one thing and scheduler. And in the UI, we are trying. See, this is my port. We can give any port. So 9000 port, I can able to see that this is the example DAX. If I try to create, I can able to see the DAX here. Got the pointer. So see, directed acyclic graph. Okay, got the pointer. So these are the steps. Don't miss any steps. These steps are important. Got the pointer. So this is the way you can able to the installation part. Okay, so then we can able to in the next video we'll try to create how to create a DAG and we'll try to make it. Okay. If you like the content, subscribe and share the channel. Thank you for watching.